Sanjay Babu.
Welcome everyone for the Bhakti Vriksha week 36. So let's begin our class with prayers. We'll offer our prayers to Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respects to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, O spiritual master. I offer my respects to you. You are servant of your Guru, Saraswati Goswami, and you are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya and delivering the Western countries. Panchatattva mantra. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauri Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So as I mentioned, our class is 36th week of Bhakti Vriksha. We have come quite a long way. We have almost done 50% of our course. So hope you are understanding what we are doing. Right? So let's begin our class with the nectar of holy name, the importance of chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So it is said that all the rules and regulations of the Vedas, they have only one purpose. And that purpose is to know the Supreme Lord. And who is Supreme Lord? We all know it is Krishna. Now, if one understands Krishna from Bhagavad Gita, so Bhagavad Gita, we all know, we are aware of what Bhagavad Gita is. It is the words of Lord Shri Krishna. Lord Shri Krishna has personally spoken Bhagavad Gita to his very favorite devotee, and that is Arjuna. So if we understand Krishna from Bhagavad Gita, and if we become Krishna conscious, and third, if we engage in serving the Lord, then that is all that is required. Then our knowledge is perfect. We need not struggle very hard to gain different kind of knowledge. Our knowledge becomes perfect if we just understand Krishna from Bhagavad Gita, become Krishna conscious. At the same time, we serve the Lord. So Lord Chaitanya has given us a very easy process, we all know, and that is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, serve the Lord, and eat prasad. Very simple process. We all know, right? Three things: chant, eat, and serve. So now today's class actually is basic, the material that comes from for today's class is chapter 9, verse 2. So the topic of this chapter is most confidential knowledge. We all know what is confidential, which is not so easily known to the whole world. It's very secret knowledge. So in chapter 9, verse 2, Krishna says that this knowledge is the king of all the education, which means all of you, you would have done some schooling, some of you would have gone to college, or, you can see that how people are done, higher education. But Krishna says that all that is material knowledge. The topmost knowledge is Bhagavad Gita. So it is said it is the king of all education. Next, Krishna says that it is the topmost secret. Why it is topmost secret? Because it gives us knowledge about the soul. So have you, before, coming into these classes, were you aware about that there is a soul inside us and that how soul is eternal, soul does not die, and our body dies, but soul does not die. So did you know all these things before coming to these classes? So that is why it is said that this knowledge actually is topmost secret. Not everybody knows about this. You would be meeting hundreds of people around you in daily life. Do you think do you think many people know about this soul? So that is why Krishna says that Bhagavad Gita, knowledge given in Bhagavad Gita is topmost secret and that not everybody knows this knowledge. Then it is the purest knowledge. How it is pure? It is pure because it frees us from all our past sins. Once we start knowing this knowledge, we become free from the sins. So it is a pure knowledge. And then it gives knowledge about topmost religion. So what is topmost religion? Topmost religion is knowing Krishna. So there are so many religions around us. Even even within Hinduism, we worship so many gods. But then Krishna says this is topmost because we are worshipping the Supreme Lord. We are worshipping somebody who's at the top of the universe, who beyond whom there is nobody.
Sorry, Mataji, can you please repeat? There was someone whom mic was off. I muted that. I
Yeah.
missed,
So
but you were saying top.
this is the topmost religion because it gives us information about the Supreme Lord. It makes our life perfect. There are so many religion around the world. There's Christianity, there is Muslims, there's Buddhism, also Sikhism. So many religions are there. But not everybody is called perfection of religion because I have heard from so many people that the kind of answers we get from Bhagavad Gita, no other scriptures give that kind of knowledge. So that is why Bhagavad Gita is, it is the topmost. It gives knowledge of topmost religion. And the topmost religion is that if you somehow understand Krishna, you will go back to the spiritual world. You will come out of this cycle of birth and death. So this information actually, this knowledge, no other religion gives. Is there any religion which gives you a guarantee that, if you follow that religion, you can become free from birth and death? Tell me, you would have heard so many people, you would have met so many people in your life. Does anybody say that, okay, you follow my religion and you will never come back in this material world? So, this guarantee of becoming free from the cycle of birth and death, only and only Krishna gives us. He promises that if you surrender to me, if you worship me, I promise to you that you'll come back to me without fail. You don't have to suffer again and again and again in this material world. So that promise, that knowledge, everything is given in Bhagavad Gita. I'm sure there are uh, other days that many of you are attending by BDC Bhagavad Gita. So some information I'm sure you all have about Bhagavad Gita, right? So now what happens when we get this knowledge? When we get all this knowledge, then Krishna inspires us from within and we perform devotional service. We start. So Krishna says that once you get this knowledge, from this knowledge, what are the two things we do? We surrender to Krishna and then we start serving him. Is it not? Time and again in our classes, what do we discuss? Serve Krishna, you know, distribute Bhagavad Gita, inspire other people to become Krishna conscious, or chant. Chanting is the biggest service. Or cook food and cook bhoga and offer it to Krishna. So little things. So all that is, my dear friends, is devotional service. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that if you understand this knowledge that I give you, like how he gave to Arjun, then you come to the level where you start doing devotional service, where you start doing, where you start serving me. And when you start serving me, that is the way through which you come back to me. That is the process by which you can become free. So just getting knowledge is not sufficient. Okay, okay, I am taking Bhagavad Gita classes and, I know this secret knowledge. I know about soul. I know this confidential knowledge. So, okay, fine. But what are you doing with that knowledge? Are you putting it into use? And how do we use it? We serve the Lord. So you don't have to, go to any debate class to discuss this knowledge. You simply have to absorb this knowledge within you and start doing service to the Lord. And our service to the Lord can be as simple as serving your family, every day. Like how once in the class, Madhura was telling me that how she gets late and she really wants to pack prasad in the lunchbox of her children. So, as a mother, what is her desire? Her desire is that her children should eat prasad. Similarly, we have Uma Mataji, where she has her mother-in-law in her house. So what she can do, she can same time, she can engage her in service. She does so much of art and craft, so she can engage her mother-in-law. She can, cook tasty bhoga and serve her. So those are also serving Krishna because through prasad, Krishna enters our heart. So we have Nilanchal. Nilanchal, every time he goes to school and colleges, he inspires people to chant Hare Krishna. We have Nandini who inspires school children to chant Hare Krishna. So many things, very simple things you all can do. You all can serve the Lord. So all that, my dear friends, is nothing but devotional service. Right? So if all of you want to advance spiritually, the most powerful way is do devotional service. Devotional services means bhakti. Basically, by bhakti, you do bhakti in a way that it inspires you, it inspires other people, and you serve the Lord. And in this way, you will advance spiritually. So here is a very practical example. So today I'll tell you a very sweet and small story. So there is a practical example like how devotional service can transform the life of people, how it can change the life of people. So here today we are going to discuss the life example of Narada Muni. Okay. So I don't know how many of you know his story, his past life story, but here it goes. So once there was a Gandharva. Gandharva, I'll type it in the chat. Once there was a Gandharva. So who are Gandharvas? Basically, in the spiritual world, they are musicians. They are singers and musicians. So their job is to sing and play music for the pleasure of Lord. So they Basically, they chant, they sing. Their job is only to sing. Their job is only to play music. So such there was such one, Gandharva, and his name was Upabarna. Now, this person, Upabarna, he was gifted in music and he served the Lord by singing for him. Like how, if you know how in when a king is there in front of him, a lot of people will sing and dance and do some activity, right? So similarly, we have Krishna, and who's the king of the world, who's the king of the universe. So in front of him, these Gandharvas perform. They dance and they sing. So one day, when this Upabarna was chanting and he was singing and he was playing music, and basically he was glorifying the Lord. What happened suddenly? Instead of praising the Lord, or if instead of singing about the Lord, this Upabarna started praising the demigods like Indra or Brahma or other smaller gods. So he started praising them instead of praising Krishna. Now there are other people also sitting in the in the assembly of the Lord. There are other saints and great devotees there sitting there. So they become very angry with this Upabarna. That how can, when Lord is sitting there, how can instead of praising the Lord, he's praising the devotees? Because see, the demigods are at a lower level and Lord is at the topmost level. So in front of Prime Minister, if you start praising the lower ministers, so it is considered to be an offense. It is considered to be not very respectful. So are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, Mataji. People are nodding their heads.
Okay. So he started praising these devotees, sorry, these demigods. So the devotees cursed Upabarna and they said, you don't know what is right and what is wrong. So go and may you take birth, if you go to the material world and you take birth as a low caste person. Okay, so he was cursed. So this Gandharva was born as Narad. Is that understand?
Yes,
He was
yes.
born as Narada Muni. So Narad Muni lost his father in a very young age. When he was a very small boy, he lost his father. But his mother was a very pious lady. And she was very lucky because she had the good fortune to serve the traveling saints. So you know that how different sadhus, they travel from the, place to place. All the sannyasis, they travel a lot, right? So she was, and they will go to certain homes and they will get diksha, or then they will eat prasad. So that family will serve the sadhus. So in olden days, this custom was very, very prevalent. Sadhus will come to your doorstep. Now nobody respects the sadhus. They think they are cheaters. But in older days, the sadhus will come to the doorstep and people will, feed them very nicely. So once to Narad's home. His mother, as I said, was very pious and father was not there. So lot of sadhus came and they stayed there in their village. So Narad Muni's mother, she started cooking and she started serving these sadhus. At that time, Narad Muni was just 5 year old. So along with his mother, like how little children help their mothers while mothers are cooking. So this Narad Muni, this small child, he would also start serving these sadhus. He will run and get water for them. He will run and get put plates for them. So little job. What a 5 year old boy can do. Now, this boy was Narad, he was very peace loving and he was a very quiet boy. In a 5 year old age, he was he was not very mischievous, like how children at that age are. No? They're very naughty and they're very restless. But Narad was a very loving and a quiet boy. And the sadhus, they could not find any fault in the little boy because he was not interested in playing like other boys. He was not naughty. He did not speak unnecessarily. So for this reason, the sadhus became very happy with this boy. They became very pleased with him. And as a result, what happened? The sadhus showered their blessings on him. And above all, when they ate, they left their leftovers meal, which means prasad for Narad to eat. Now, I don't know how many of you are aware, but it is a blessing to eat leftover food from a sannyasi plate. So suppose you go to a temple and you see that there are some sadhus are sitting there. And if by chance you eat juta food, juta khana from their plate, it becomes like direct mercy of the Lord. It becomes direct, what do you say? Like you got diamonds in your mouth, you got diamonds in your plate because they are such pure souls. So if they leave some food, then it is like a blessing to us. So it changes our life. Our past karma, our past sins, everything is washed away. That is why, we in ISKCON, whenever our spiritual master, when they take prasad and when they leave prasad, like we literally fight to eat that leftover prasad because that is actually direct mercy. That is actually blessing for us to eat that prasad. By eating that prasad, we become pure. So I don't think many of you are aware of this. But if ever you come to ISKCON and if you ever, it is called Maha Prasad. One is Prasad which comes from Krishna. But this Prasad is being touched by two people. One is Krishna and one is the Guru. One is the spiritual master. So these spiritual masters, they will first eat Krishna's Prasad and when they leave, then we will have the honor to eat their Jhuta Khana. So are you able to understand? So that powerful, so it is double prasad actually. So after some time, the sadhus went on their path. They continued their journey and they blessed this little Narad. And after some time, Narad Muni's mother also died. And Narad Muni became so purified. Already he was very purified. He became so purified that he started, getting attracted towards Krishna. And he also started becoming like a little sannyasi. And he started meditating day and night. He left home. He also started traveling. He also started becoming a sadhu. And after some time, by mercy of Lord, he became a great devotee and was, personally blessed by by the Lord. And after some time, when Lord blessed him and he left his body, and then again he took third time as Brahma's son. He was born from the heart of Brahma. So he was, and then when he took birth as the son of Brahma, Lord Sri Krishna gifted him a instrument, which we all know, which Narada Muni carries, and which is called as Veena. You know this instrument? So we'll have a look at this picture.
Mataji, I'll just get some water.
Ah, sure. So we see that how Narad Muni's life changed just by performing devotional service. So what did he do? What service did he do? He served the topmost devotees. He served the Vaishnavas. He served the sadhus. And he ate their juta prasad. And just by serving them, just by eating their food, he became such an advanced devotee. And then Lord blessed him that you can travel freely in this universe. Wherever you want to go, nobody will stop you. So see how powerful devotional service is. So could you understand all the images? How small boy was getting food from the sadhus, and how when in his previous birth he was, a Gandharva. Could you understand all those pictures? And Krishna telling secret knowledge, confidential knowledge to Arjuna. Did you see all those pictures? We'll see them again once I finish this. So then how does this devotional service, why we keep praising this devotional service? So one, we have understand that, we advance very quickly if we perform devotional service, like how Narad Muni performed. Narad Muni did devotional service and how fast he advanced spiritually. He became free from his curse, right? Now, this devotional service, it is said, it is very, very joyful to perform. How? Because the process is very simple. We just eat tasty prasad, we chant Krishna's name, we hear Krishna's name, and Krishna is also very simple. Krishna doesn't want very big, big feast, a big, big prasad. He just wants that you should, whatever you give him with love and devotion. Now, whether you are a rich person or whether you are a poor person, whatever position you are in, it is very, very easy to please Krishna. So here I'll share a quick slide that how just by offering, any of these four things, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water. So Krishna says, any of these four things, if you give it to me with love and devotion, I will accept it and I will become very happy with you. So here is the picture. So if you're not very rich person, no problem. You just pluck a tulsi leaf and you offer it to Krishna. Just with a tulsi leaf, Krishna will become happy. Just with a glass of water, Krishna will become happy. And when Krishna becomes happy, then you will automatically become happy. And even if you are in a very poor condition in life, so we all know the story of Sudama, right? Krishna's childhood friend. We all know about Sudama. So Sudama also led such a happy life. Why? There's no requirement of big money or big house or anything. It is just love and devotion which Krishna needs. So that is why, my dear friends, devotional service is gives us lot of happiness. It gives us lot of joy. So all of you, so many of you attended the 5-year program of BDC in Pune. There was nothing, the food was very good, the prasad was very good. You all were so happy. Were you not? I mean, I was so happy. What was the big thing? So that is why it is said, because we all were doing devotional service. And on the stage, so many volunteers like Madhura was there and Indulka Prabhu was there. So many of you were on the stage and serving. All of you were doing devotional service. And so happy you all were, right? So that is why it is said that devotional service gives lots of happiness. It is very, very joyful to perform. And next, we come to the point that devotional service to the Lord is eternal. Eternal means our body gets over, but the service continues. So those people who take birth, who go to another birth, like and that is they take birth as another human being, then they go to Krishna blesses them that okay, I'll give you a body where you can continue the service. Krishna promises that if suppose your life and death circle is not over, if you have to take birth again, then I will give you birth in a family where you can continue this devotional service. which means devotional service is eternal. It is not like college education. It is not like our school education. School and college education, we have to start again ABCD. But here, this knowledge, this devotional service continues even after, even when you go to a new body. And in case, by Krishna's mercy, we become free from cycle of birth and death, then what? Krishna says, then you come back to me and you can serve me in my home. You can serve me in Golok, Vrindavan, the spiritual world. There also you can serve me. Like how all the gopas and gopis, they would serve Krishna. So whether you go take another body, whether get another body, there also you will continue this devotional service. And if you take birth, in some, or if you go back to Krishna, there also this service will continue. So this service, my dear friends, is eternal. It does not get over. It does not die. Even if our body dies, this service does not get over. It is eternal. It continues even after our death. So here, my dear friends, is today's class where we learned about how uh, from Bhagavad Gita that Krishna is giving topmost knowledge, confidential knowledge. It is the purest knowledge. It is topmost religion. It can be done very joyfully, and this knowledge is eternal. So would you like to see any of the pictures again? Shall I share the slides?
Yes, yes, Mataji. That will be nice, they're saying.
So when we begin our slides, I will take you from top where we are discussing about uh, how this chanting is very, very uh, important, and that how just by chanting, eating prasadam and doing service, Krishna becomes pleased. And then in the next slide, we learn how Krishna is talking to Arjuna and giving topmost knowledge, most confidential knowledge. And then how next slide, we learn how we advance spiritually by learning this, taking this knowledge, by doing devotional service. Then we see the life of Narad Muni, how Narad Muni was a Gandharva and how he was cursed and took birth as a small boy in a low caste family, how he served the sadhus and sadhus blessed him with their prasad, and how uh, our Krishna, we can please Krishna and we can do this devotional service very happily by just offering him four things: leaf, flower, fruit, and water, and how this can be done in any state, even if you are very poor, and how this devotional service is eternal. So I'll just run through the slideshow.
Mataji, you there? Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Saurabh.
Yes, yes, Mataji, can hear you.
Yes, I'm sorry we got disconnected. So, hope all of you seen the photographs.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Okay. So here, before we start with the question answer, I have a small homework. All of how many of you are interested in doing this homework? Please raise your hands.
Most hands are raised, Mataji. Some double hands
Okay.
also there.
Okay. So the homework is I want to know which is your favorite devotional service. And I want you to make just a 2 to 3 minutes video telling me what is your favorite devotional service and do you face any kind of difficulty? Because I'm sure not all of you are your family. I know how many
They are
people's
answering, Mataji,
families.
already. Most of them are saying it's chanting or something, something.
Yeah, but I want a video. I want a 2 to 3 minutes video of your favorite devotional service. And I will make it as a big vid as a compile video and I'll want to put it on YouTube so that others can see and get inspired from all of you. So how many of you will do? You can send it to me by Monday, Tuesday, maybe by Tuesday maximum. You
Yes, yes,
just have to
Mataji. Lot of
you
people,
just have to
Naveen
sign.
Mataji, Bijal Mataji, a lot of people are saying yes, yes.
Okay, so you
Uma
just have to
Mataji are saying
sign
yes,
your
yes.
favorite devotional service and why do you enjoy it? And if there is any difficulty, I mean, you really like that service, but you find it challenging. Maybe your family does not support you, or you don't have money, or whatever difficulty you are facing. If you have any difficulty, you can sign that also. But my purpose is, what is that service which you really feel happy doing it? Something that you okay, chanting we all like, but still more than chanting. Suppose some service, some making garlands or jewelry, or uh, telling stories to others. Like maybe one of you like telling Krishna stories to your children or to your friends. I'm giving you just some ideas that how you enjoy giving, telling Krishna stories to other people, or how you like to that I inspire my office people, I inspire my colleagues, my neighbors to chant Hare Krishna. So that is also devotional service. Don't say that I like chanting. No, no, I don't want that. I want you to tell what is the service that you're giving to others, like your children, to family, to in-laws, in the temple, or somebody is doing a lot of service in BDC, anything. So just your 2 to 3 minutes video, that will be sufficient. So promise, everybody will send me. Prakhar, you will also send.
Yes. Yes.
You're always so excited to ask questions. I want you also to make a video and send. Okay, promise. Yes, we can take few questions. I have to leave at 5 o'clock. So today, not many questions, maybe just 10 minutes we have.
Mataji is saying he'll try. He say he forgets. He
No,
forgets.
no, you can't forget. Otherwise, next time I will not answer your question. Okay. So all of you should try. It's not something big. You all know how to make videos, right? Just a 2 minute video of your favorite service. Okay, let's take questions.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So,
Hare Krishna.
so Mataji, like you were mentioning, no? So if we have ascetic sadhus and munis and people coming like that, so when we give them, some oh, sorry, Mataji. So he was saying that like you were mentioning, normally the food they won't jhuta nahi khayenge. They won't take the leftovers. They would throw it, and lots of it is thrown. But today, your story, we learned so much, and
Yes,
normally
but they
what
should be pure sadhus. You will understand who is
throw it.
pure, who is not
And it's
pure.
dirty also, Mataji, because what she's trying to say is normally what you'll see will be very dirty, that kind of sadhus, no? And they eat also in a very dirty manner and all of that, where it is being organized and it's all dirty to pick it all and eat it. Normally, it's thrown only. So, how to do that?
Correct, correct. It is right, but then you have to use your intelligence to see who is very advanced and who is not, who's just could just be some cheater. At least in ISKCON, we are very excited to take prasad from our gurus, from our spiritual master, because we know how advanced they are. So in case you ever find such people who are very advanced, actually they will also not share it so easily. They will also not give prasad so easily. Not to everybody they will give that prasad because they know it is very powerful. So today we'll do short answers so that we can cover other people. Uma, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, she's continuing. I don't know if I should interpret it or not.
No, just let me answer other people, no? Otherwise, then time goes out and you're not able to answer other people. Tell her to send me in the group. She can type in Marathi and send it to me.
Okay, okay, Mataji, she'll do. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mataji, namaskar. I had a question. 9.2, right? Bhagavad Gita. 9.2,
Yes.
confidential information. So Mataji, all this the chapter 9 is basically confidential knowledge, no? Which was shared with
Right.
Arjuna.
Right.
So it
Yes,
has
yes.
been provided to Arjuna, but what about us, Mataji? How would we get to know that?
By reading that knowledge, there's no difference between what he spoke to Arjuna and what you can read in Bhagavad Gita. It is the same knowledge, no? There's no difference between what he told Arjuna and what basically Arjuna was already an advanced devotee. This knowledge is actually for people like us. Hare Krishna. Happy to see you after a long time.
Mataji, he was like busy with work. Saturday also there is work where he
Must
is.
see the recordings at least.
Yes, he does,
Thank you.
Mataji. He
Hare
does. He
Hare
does.
Krishna.
He does
Hare
that,
Krishna.
Mata. It's
Hare
really.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Namaste. Beautiful today. But what was the name of the story, Mataji? Narada Muni story, Mataji. The entire
So this
story.
is basically describe the three birth of Narad Muni. So in one birth he was Upar Varna, and then he took birth as a small boy, and then final birth he became Narad Muni.
Mataji, what is the name of the book where this
No,
is?
it doesn't come. It generally we find it on the sites of ISKCON. There is no separate book for this. Even in ISKCON also we don't
Sorry,
have any separate children's book for
sorry.
this.
Mataji, I think the question is what is the original name of the source book where this book is from? This story.
Source book we
I
find it
think.
in the
Let me
book.
ask the question.
Okay.
He's asking the name of the story, Mataji. So it's three births of Narad Muni, right?
The reference can be found in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, it's in the 6th canto.
Understood, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Namaste, Mataji. So, all the other religions, Mataji. Hmm. Do they talk about rebirth? I mean, I think, so there is Mataji all, there's so many people and there's so much of diversity basically, with so much
Okay.
of religion, and everybody has their own ways.
Yeah.
So I think yeah. So I think what Sanjay Prabhu is trying to say is related to what you earlier said, no, Mataji, the comparison that basically being a top religion and talking about this, the true soul, the nature of the soul and the nature of the body. But
Right.
there is a lot of diversity in the religions and all ways are different, right?
Correct.
They say the soul takes birth and all of that, but here
Right.
in Krishna discourse, we say that it is no, you connect and then you get free. So there is so
Right.
much difference, but all are equal in a way. All are good, right, Mataji? So how to navigate that? I think that's what the question is. How to
So one
think
thing, I think you are very
balance in the
blessed.
religion.
So you don't have to see, you are already attending classes. When I'm talking to you specifically, you're already attending classes and you already are knowing that what is the difference, right? Now, when we talk about Christianity, Christianity comes very close to uh, the basic fundamental, that is loving God. So here we try to understand, when how Prabhupada tried to make us understand is that Prabhupada would always very often quote Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ was always spoke about loving God. So similarly, when we're talking about Krishna consciousness also, we're talking about loving God. So loving God means that we do not all the time ask, give me money, give me house, give me car. Loving God means without any selfish desires, you are loving God. Like how a mother loves a child, like or a child how is attached to the mother. So we are talking about that kind of love. So what is the confusion here? Why do you want to go into other religions where they tell you to worship this, worship that, do this ritual, do that ritual? See, Krishna consciousness is a very scientific and very, very simple process. And by that simple process, Krishna is guaranteeing, he is giving you a guarantee that if you are lovingly and with devotion love me, I will take you back. When Krishna is giving that guarantee, why do you want to go to other religions? Why do you want to confuse yourself with other religions? Which other religion, as I said in the class, which other religion will give you a guarantee that you can break this cycle of birth and death? Which religion can give you? Tell me. So you should not get confused about it. What to follow and what not to follow. It's a very joyful process. It is an eternal process. Even after death, you will get an opportunity to continue it. And Krishna will make you perfect. And then he will call you back. So I don't think there is, if you accept it, then there is no confusion. If you don't accept it, then definitely there's a lot of confusion. So thank you so much. If the two questions are short, it's fine. Otherwise, we'll take it next time. Are there short questions? Just sorry, I need to go somewhere today.
She says, okay, Mataji.
But still, I'm seeing her for the first time. I'll take her question.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Narad Muni, he died. Second, I mean, basically, he didn't die. Basically, it was his soul, right, which got from one body to another body.
Yeah,
And
he
the
got the
thing,
body. He got
just,
another body.
just a second. Mataji, two questions. The first question was, uh, so Narad Muni basically wouldn't have died, right? He would have just changed bodies. Huh. So that clarity that he wouldn't have died, right? He would have gotten into different bodies as the same soul. And the second thing is, when we offer water to Krishna, that water in the evening when it's done, should we throw it or tomorrow?
No,
And how
drink
to
it.
change it? What do we do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you just drink it. You mix it in your water bottle, not in the big pot where what is the main source of water. Like suppose you have a water pot, don't mix that because then the entire water becomes prasad. You just put it in your personal glass or into children's water bottle or into your mother, father's water bottle, and then it becomes a prasad, right? So they can drink it. You should drink that water. And coming to your first question, yes, Narad actually came to this material world, right? So it was a material body. So he was cursed and he was sent here in this material world. So it was a material body. So he
So,
died.
sorry, Mataji, just for the interpretation, when first he was born as Upahara.
Gandharva. Then it was a spiritual body. But he was cursed. Second time, it's a material body. Third time, again, it's spiritual body. Yes, yes. So thank you so much, everyone. See you next week.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Saurav. Thank you, Rasarati. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Saurav.